Hello students, my name is Emraj Patil. I'm working with EISSMS, College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Pune. In this lecture, I will be explaining everyone's favorite and very interesting topic, that is frozen desserts. So following points would be discussed in this video. First one is the definition of frozen desserts. So exactly what is a frozen dessert? Classification of frozen desserts, which are the different types of the frozen desserts, what is churn frozen desserts, and what is still frozen desserts. This is what we are going to cover in this lecture. So let's understand what is frozen desserts. These are various desserts prepared by freezing, which means the temperature of the dessert is reduced to a -°C. Initial freezing starts in the freezing machine or directly it is kept in the deep freezer. Literally, it is converted into a ice. Ices is a general term used in culinary preparation to identify the groups of frozen desserts. Desserts are always sweet, which are sweetened with the help of the sugar. Next one is a classification of the frozen desserts. So the frozen desserts are classified into two categories. First one is a churn frozen dessert and second one is a still frozen desserts. Churn frozen desserts are again divided into three subcategories, that is ice cream, gelato and sherbet. And still frozen desserts are also divided into four subcategories, that is bomb and parfait, frozen mousse, frozen souffle, and biscuit glaze. So let's discuss the main types of the frozen desserts. As we saw in the classification, mainly there are two types of the frozen desserts. One is a churn frozen dessert and second one is a still frozen desserts. Churn frozen desserts are made into ice cream machine. One which is on left side is traditional Indian ice cream making machine, which operates manually. Middle one is portable ice cream machine, in which small quantities can be made, and right side one is automated ice cream machine, which is commonly used in the hotel industry. So the picture also you can make out very easily that in the Indian ice cream machine, you need to put the mixture into the container and with the help of the motor, it operates. But manually you need to add the mixture, you need to remove the mixture. The middle one is a Chinese machine, in fact, where the small quantities are prepared at the home use, you can use this one. And of course, in the automated, in the hotel industry, it is used. Churn frozen. Churn frozen means they are mixed constantly while being frozen. If they were not churned, they would freeze into solid blocks of ice. The churning keeps the ice crystals small and incorporates air into dessert, and it makes the dessert more light. So let's see the first churn frozen dessert, which is ice cream. So in the platter you can see different varieties of the ice cream, different flavors of the ice cream: vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, blueberry ice cream, butterscotch ice cream. So basically these are the examples of the ice cream. So technically, to call it ice cream, what is the content of that one? that we are going to discuss. So basically, ice cream is a smooth frozen mixture of milk, cream, sugar, flavorings, and sometimes eggs are added into that. There are two styles of making the ice cream. The first one is a Philadelphia style ice cream. So these ice creams does not contain any egg yolk into that. And the French style ice cream contains the egg yolk. And the egg adds richness and help to make a smoother product because of emulsifying properties of the yolk. So in the market, whatever you get, that is not a ice cream. Technically, to call it ice cream, the dairy component is must into that. So from the basic ice cream, even the various desserts also can be prepared. In this video, we are going to see basically three types of the desserts which can be prepared from the ice cream. So the first one is sundae. So sundae are desserts made with scoops of one or more flavors of regular ice cream and accompanied by a sauce. So in the picture also you can see in the glass how different flavors of the ice cream are added, and then it is topped with a chocolate sauce, wafers, and even mint leaves. In French, these are also called coups. The second dessert prepared from the ice cream is a baked Alaska. So baked Alaska is a definitely a American dessert creation. It is composed of slightly soft ice cream mounted on a top of a round or oval base of sponge cake. Then the entire assembly is coated with a layer of meringue. The meringue used for the baked Alaska is basically it is the Italian meringue. I am sure that you guys must know the different types of the meringue. One is the French meringue and Italian meringue. So the French meringue generally it is prepared with a granular sugar and the egg white. And for the Italian meringue, the hot sugar syrup is gradually poured into a egg white and then it is beaten. So the reason is that it remains more stable for a longer time. So that's why the Italian meringue is used for the baked Alaska. And afterwards, these are quickly browned under a hot flame. Maybe for browning, you can do it in a salamander or with a blowtorch also. It can be browned to give a browning effect. The third dessert prepared from the ice cream is a profit rolls. So profit rolls are puff shell made from shoe paste, which are then filled with ice cream. So basically, the shoe paste is made, and from that the profit rolls are made and baked into the oven, and it is filled with a vanilla ice cream. The flavor of ice cream used is normally vanilla, and profit rolls is served with a complimentary sauce. These may also be prepared using pastry cream instead of ice cream. So pastry cream is basically it is a mixture of the chantilly cream or your whipping cream plus custard. And of course, since it is a frozen dessert, the once it is assembled, then it is kept into the deep freezer, and it is when it is served, it can be served with a chocolate sauce, and some fresh fruits. So the next second churn frozen dessert is a gelato. So gelato is an Italian style ice cream. Unlike your American style ice cream, these are more denser. These are also prepared from a mixture of the milk, cream, sugar, flavorings, and sometimes eggs are added. So the content of the American ice cream and the Italian ice cream is same, but the difference is that the gelatos are more denser because while churning, the less air is incorporated. That's why it becomes more dense. Third, the third churn frozen dessert is sherbets. So the basic mixture for all sherbets is a combination of sugar syrup and fruit, or only fruit juice is used. It is a lower fat content and higher acidity level that distinguishes the sherbet from ice cream. Commercially produced sherbet also contain milk solids, but normally milk fat. Sherbets and granite make suitable light dessert course or palate refreshing in formal dinners. Different types of the sherbets. So there are three types of the sherbets. The first one is a granite. Granite is also termed as granulata, gratina, and ice. It is a simplest form of sherbet. It is made with fruit juices, champagne, or wine with very little sugar added. The low sugar content as well as the method of freezing allows the formation of larger ice crystals. Next one is a sorbet. Sorbet is based on fruit juices or fruit purees. Sorbet has finer texture than granite. The refined texture of sorbet is product of egg white, which inhibits the formation of very large crystals. Sherbets may also be based on wine, such as champagne or port wine. Alcohol does not freeze and yields a soft texture sorbet. Cream may be introduced to the sorbet mixture, which creates variation of flavor and texture. The last type of the sorbet is a spume or the spuma. A spume contains approximately twice the egg found in sorbet. The egg white in the form of meringue is folded into the mixture after it has been partially frozen, while it's a very light, refreshing, and always soft consistency of the spoon. So basically, the meringue is a mixture of the egg white and the sugar, which is beaten together. That is basically it's called the meringue. And we saw in the previous slides two different types of the meringue. So for the spuma, the French meringue is used, and for making the baked Alaska, Italian meringue is used. Okay, this is not a part of this chapter, but to just for your information or to enhance your knowledge about the ice creams, I have a question for you guys. Okay, so do you know which country eats the most ice cream? Any guesses? Yeah, here is the answer. Okay, so the top three countries which consumes the most ice cream are New Zealand, United States, and Australia. So the if you see the liter wise, how much consume, how much ice cream they consume every year. So in New Zealand, they consume 28.4 liters of ice cream per year. Americans consume 20.8 liters ice cream per year, and Australians consume 18 liters ice cream per year per head. Isn't it wonderful information? Okay, let's continue with our topic, that is frozen desserts. So already we discussed the first part of the frozen dessert, that is a churn frozen desserts. So let's see now what is a still frozen desserts. So still frozen desserts means that the mixture is not churned during freezing. So once the mixture is made, these mixture are not churned into a machine. Directly it is kept into the deep freezer for freezing. Whipped cream or meringue is folded to keep smooth mixture, light, airy consistency, and prevent it from becoming hard. Even the churn frozen, like a churn frozen desserts, the still frozen desserts are also light. So what makes it light is a cream and the meringue, because it holds air, and when you mix that into the mixture, it makes the entire mixture very light. Still frozen desserts develop ice crystals quicker than churn products, so they tend to have a shorter shelf life than a ice cream or the sorbet. That's why these should be consumed once it is frozen. You cannot keep that for a longer time in the deep freezer. So let's discuss the different types of the frozen desserts. That is a still frozen dessert. First one is a bomb. So different flavors of the bomb mixture or the parfait are laid into a bomb mold. So basically, the bomb or the parfait mixture uh, are made from a egg yolk, and the hot syrup is added onto that. This is the one way. The second way is the mixture is made exactly like a mixture which is made for the custard sauce. Okay, for that you need to, on a double boiler, you need to cook together your egg yolk and the sugar and the milk is added, and you need to cook till the mixture starts thickening. Then that is a basic mixture for making the ice creams and even for the still frozen desserts. So for the bomb, so once this mixture is ready, it is laid into a mold. So bomb mixture is made by gradually adding hot sugar syrup on a yolk, and then it is beaten constantly. More ornate molds in the shape of a half moon or turreted Sorry, my mistake. So more ornate molds in the shape of a half melon or turreted molds are also used. The mold is often in the shape of hemisphere. When completed, the bomb is turned out of the mold and decorated with whipped cream and small meringues, wafers, or even a chocolate also used for topping for garnishing the bombs. The second still frozen dessert is parfait. So the term parfait originally refers specially to the coffee flavored dessert parfait or cafe. Parfait mixtures are comparable to bomb mixtures, but usually only a single flavor is used when making the parfait. So like I have mentioned already that for the parfait and the bomb the mixture is almost same. But for making the bomb different flavors are used, two, three flavors, and for parfait, single flavor is used. The okay, the European style of presentation for parfait is molded in a oblong parfait mold or rectangular terrain mold. So once it is frozen, then these are sliced and served, accompanied by a sauce, and suitable garnishes are also used. And American, okay, the this is second style. The American version of parfait is served in a tall, narrow glass. The lightened ice cream, or often regular ice cream, is laid with various fruits, sauces, liquors, and topped with whipped cream. So the regular ice cream means these are always churned, and the lightened ice cream means these are the still one, still frozen. So the mixture for the regular ice cream or for lightened ice cream can be same. Means for churned and the still frozen dessert, the mixture can be same. The difference is a making method and the different flavors used into that. So let's proceed ahead. The third still frozen dessert is a frozen souffle. So frozen souffles are parfait mixture molded and presented in a souffle dish. So as you know already what is a souffle or what is a parfait mixture and what is a bomb mixture. So basically the mixture which is made from the egg yolk, sugar, and sometimes milk is added into that. The souffle mixture is most often based on a whipped egg yolk and sugar syrup foundation. This is flavored and then lightened with whipped cream. A small band of paper is used to allow the mold to be filled above its top. When this band is removed, the frozen souffle resembles its hot counterpart. As you know that when the hot souffles are made and when you put that into the oven, it rises above its edge. Okay, so in the picture also you can see the frozen souffles also can be made in the same manner so that it looks like your hot souffle. Next one is a frozen mousse. Sorry. So the frozen mousse can made either from a creme anglaise base or from a syrup, as are most types. Creme anglaise is basically nothing but it is a custard sauce, and syrup based means these are made like a zabaya. So on a egg yolk, the hot sugar syrup is poured, and then these are beaten. So that is a basic mixture. In either case, the mixtures are whipped to a frothy state after being assembled. The mixture is then still frozen, and once it is frozen, then you can cut like your regular cakes. Like in the picture, you can see a different two different flavors of the mixture is made, like from the milk chocolate and the dark chocolate, and it is topped with the ganache, and then these are cut into the wedges. So this amazing preparation can be made using a freezing method. The last one, the last still frozen dessert is as biscuit glaze. So the biscuit glaze are molded in a loaf pan. So loaf pan is basically bread molds or the terrain molds. Okay, different flavors of the lightened ice cream are laid in the mold. These normally contain 3 or more flavors. As you can see in the picture also, the 3 different flavors of the mixtures are assembled into the loaf pan. These normally contain 3 flavors minimum. The most familiar version of this dessert in America is Neapolitan ice cream. When it is sliced, the marked contrast of various flavor is displayed in the slice. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you soon in the next video.